On the Jack Spring Electric Newsmaker Hotline this morning, Senator John Kennedy joining us. Senator, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mike.
Thank you so much for joining us. Aaron is off today. Louis Avalone is in studio with me this morning.
Hey, Louis.
Hey, good morning, Senator.
We've got a lot to talk about. The left is losing their mind over Doge. It just gets worse and worse. President Trump made a statement yesterday that I found extremely intriguing. He said the Democrat Party could become a minor party because they're completely losing touch with the American public. What do you think about that?
Well, if my Democratic colleagues ask me my opinion, which they haven't, I would tell them that they've got to make a decision. Right now, the left wing of the Democratic Party is in control. These are folks who support the bureaucracy and wasteful spending over taxpayers. They're the same people who support illegal immigration over the rule of law, who support criminals over cops, who support teachers' unions over the kids, who support Hamas over Israel. They're out of step, in my opinion, with the majority of ordinary Americans, but they don't seem to want to stand up to the lone wing of their party. And until they do, I think they're going to continue to flounder. I mean, think about it. What President Trump is doing through Mr. Musk is what he said he'd do, scrubbing the budget. And the Democrats, instead of supporting taxpayers, have decided that they're going to take the side of the bureaucracy and the wasteful spending. They're not angry at the people who wasted the money. They're angry at the people who have discovered it. And the American people, I think, are just scratching their heads and going, wow, what is this all about?
Well, it's what Doge is doing. I mean, they're uncovering not only waste, but they're uncovering a lot of fraud and corruption. A lot of this money, these billions of dollars that's going out, how much is coming back in, and where is it going, and to whom is it going?
Well, we don't know. I mean, it's clear that in the not just in the waning days, but especially in the waning days of President Biden's administration, they were just shoveling money out the door. I mean, the figures I'm seeing, billions of dollars to Ms. Stacey Abrams, for example.
To buy electric stoves?
Yeah, to just give to people to buy electric stoves. It's just a breathtaking amount of money. Clearly, it's what I call spending porn. Was there fraud involved? I think it'll all be investigated. It'll take us years and a lot of work by prosecutors and inspectors general, but we're going to look at all of it.
Now, Senator Kennedy, I know, there's lots that it's being uncovered that has been going wrong. Is it morning in America? What is your prognosis for this country under the Trump administration?
I think it'll be morning in America. We're headed in the right direction. But I think the single biggest thing, not the only thing, but the single biggest thing that moms and dads worry about when they lie down to sleep at night and can't is these high prices. To get these high prices down, we have to reduce federal spending, which will lower interest rates and remove a false stimulus to the economy. We have to deregulate the economy, get rid of all these ridiculous rules and regulations that cause goods and services to cost more. And we have to redesign the tax code to make it look like somebody designed it on purpose. We're working on that with a reconciliation bill to cut taxes. Why do I mention that? because I think if we do it right, we can achieve 3% GDP growth, and wages will go up as they did before when we cut taxes, and that will help people afford the higher prices. So if we do those things and prices start to fall, I think that's our biggest challenge right now. It's not our only challenge. You can tell we've got illegal immigration, we've got the Middle East, we've got Ukraine, we've got China, we've got though immigration. I mean, I'm not declaring victory, but boy, we have just shut down the number of foreign nationals who are crossing our border illegally.
All-time low.
It is, yeah, and I thought President Trump said it well. You know, in his speech, he said, you know, the Democrats said we needed new legislation. He said it turned out that all we needed was a new president, and he's right.
One of the greatest lines of the speech the other night.
Yeah, I mean, the border flow has just stopped, and as we knew it would. And basically, all the president did was go back to the day before President Biden took office and just re-implement things that he was doing that President Biden got rid of. And as we expected, it stopped the illegal immigration.
Senator John Kennedy on the Jack Spring Electric Newsmaker Hotline talking about the economy. There are a lot of people that are worried about tariffs and the effects that tariffs are going to have on the economy. And President Trump has said, look, there's going to be some growing pains, but this is going to bring untold wealth to our country. Where are you on the tariff talk?
I've read everything I can get my hands on. I've listened to the economists on both sides. And what I've determined is we just don't know. Some economists say it's going to be good, some bad. What I found in Washington is that for every economist, there's an equal and opposite economist. That they're oftentimes wrong. Economic forecasting is more art than science. When the president implemented tariffs in Trump's first term, it didn't cause inflation. Will it cause inflation this time? We don't know. We really don't know. I think if it does, the president will recalibrate. What I've suggested that the president do, the leadership, political leadership in Canada is very upset.
Right, yeah.
They say we believe in free trade, and President Trump doesn't. What I would do, I mean, if I were king for a day, and I don't aspire to be, I'd turn to China. I keep saying China. I'd turn to Canada and say, okay, I'm going to see who really believes in free trade. I'm willing to reduce America's tariffs to zero. Will Canada do it?
Right.
And see what they say. And then just no tariffs. Let the businesses in Canada compete with the businesses in America. I don't think Canada would agree with that because their tariffs are greater than ours.
Well, isn't every country we do trade with greater than ours?
Most are, yes. I mean, look at Canada. Canada has about 40 million people. America has about 340 million. Our economy is 10 times larger than the Canadian economy. Yet, Canada sells us, we buy from Canada about $412 million worth of goods every year. They only buy $350 billion from us. So there's a $60 billion trade deficit for an economy that's much smaller than ours. That tells me that the tariffs, and I think it's a fact, in Canada on us are much greater than our tariffs on them. And Canada wants to keep it that way. And if I were President Trump, I'd just say, okay, let's just both go to zero and compete.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but I don't know that the politicians in Canada would want to do that, despite their tough talk. But could it lead to high prices? Could tariffs lead to high prices? We don't know. They could. They could not. We just don't know yet.